friends, this is Moin at Rizbans Kitchen. You know, today I'm going to talk about some of my toys in the kitchen. Oftentimes we watch YouTube videos, and there's a lot of food videos and different restaurants people review and things like that, and we do the same because we're just a food lover. My wife and I, we love food, and our little 3-year-old is starting to love food as well. He's over there making some noises, so if you hear some noises, please excuse us. But what I wanted to do is show you some really nice items that we picked up on our recent visit to Chicago. Once again, Devon Street is in Chicago. There's a lot of Indian restaurants, a lot of Indian appliance stores, a lot of things you can find, clothing, jewelry, all kinds of stuff. What we go there for mainly is for food and trying out different restaurants, snack items, and then picking up some toys along the way to bring back to Minnesota. So one thing I want to point out here, we picked up this pressure cooker. Not very easily found in your regular Macy's and all of the things, all of the department stores, but the brand you'll only find in your Indian stores is called Prestige. The last one we had almost lasted our 10 years, so it was just starting to go out, and we decided to invest some money and get a different one. Now the cost when you're on Devon Street is always negotiable. With any store you go to, when you're buying items, you can always negotiate it down. This is just a very good brand, and I know this is going to last us a long time. Normally, if you find this, in here in Minnesota, you might pay about $80-90 for this. But when we were in Chicago, we were able to bargain this down. I think over there it was about $75. But we got a bargain, negotiated the price down to $55. So for $55, you get this very nice Prestige cooker. And I promise I am not getting paid by any of these companies to advertise their products. I'm simply doing this because this is something we have used, and it comes in. It's been amazing for us. And like I said, the last one I bought was back, I think it was even more than 10 years. I think I bought that in 2006, and we're in 2019. So yeah, it lasted us 13 years, and it still works. But there's a few things that are going wrong with it. Like this rubber here is starting to wear, and the vessel here of this pressure cooker is not really functioning as well. So we decided to get this. Now the next item, one of my favorites. I have to have this in the house. It's called a karai. Now a lot of the restaurants you go to, Indian, Pakistani restaurants, even maybe Chinese restaurants, they use these kind of pans to make a lot of your stir fries, a lot of like a karai chicken. If you go to a Pakistani restaurants or Indian restaurants, so a lot of things can be made here. This is one of my favorites. It's something I have to have in the house. Now I've been buying something similar to this at Walmart and got some items from Amazon, but they just don't last as long because maybe it's probably because we do heavy cooking and stuff. But I know this product is going to last a long time. It's made from Futura, which is a very known brand in India, and it has this coating here where it's like a non-stick coating, and I know this is something that's gonna last me for a long time. So our next item is my little lunchbox. I remember these, and I just picked this up because it reminded me of my childhood. My mom used to, make food, and we would take these little lunch boxes to school, and it's kind of a very unique setup here. So you just, you'd go and you open this. There's little clamps here. You open up the clamps, put it down, and then now you have, this open here. You can have your rice here. You can have a little bit of the, you know, maybe chicken tandoori, chicken masala, or, you know, some sort of a gravy. And then at the bottom, you'd have either, you know, a piece of bread or an egg or, you know, boiled eggs or something. So it's a very handy thing to have. You can put 3 items in here. And then if you're not using it as a lunchbox, you can always use these little cute little bowls here to you know, serve your you know, like the condiments, or you know, put maybe some lettuce in there. So you can use it, you know, outside of this lunchbox setup is what I'm trying to say. So this is, again, something, you know, didn't really need to pick it up. This was about $22 at the Indian store. You know, I got once again, you know, talked the lady down and got a bargain on this, and she gave it to me for $15. This karai was, again, I forgot to mention the price on here. This was about $75. Now, I know I can get it a little bit cheaper here, but I think the next item that I'm going to show you, it really does cost a lot more, but I got it for a very good price, so I just decided to pay a little bit over on this. You know, don't want to take the, you know, you want to be nice to the store owners there, they're small business people. So I know I got a little taken advantage of on this one with the $75 price tag, but the main thing that I really was happy to find was this giant 10-quart dish here, which is amazing. We had something like this, and you know, off and on we've been doing some catering, and we, you know, as you know, Rizbans Kitchen, we do some lunches and stuff on Fridays. And we had a pan like this, but it wasn't as good of a quality. Maybe it's because, you know, we've been using it for a lot longer, and it was steel. You know, I just decided that it was time for us to get something very nice. And the brand here is Home Value. Once again, this is just starting to come up here, and you know, I got it from the lady's recommendation that it was very high selling brand, and they only had one of these left. But you know, once again, this has the non-stick coating in here. I think that's gonna work out really well for us when we do a lot of cooking, and it's a pretty deep pan. So if we were to make, you know, biryani for a party or for guests, I think we can easily make biryani in here for probably about 35 to 40 guests. If we were gonna have that, you know, gathering with biryani and other dishes. So this was a great value. This she had it down to about $100, and when I walked in there, this is the one thing I looked at, and I already had talked her down on the price before selecting any of the other products. So you know, she had given this to me because we were the first customer in the store. She said, you know, it was some sort of a thing where the first customers for the lady, the retailer, they said that, you know, you should give a very good discount because they are the blessing to the business, because they're starting you know, they're just the first paid customer. So they always do that sometimes. I don't know if that made any sense or not, but it's just that we were the first customers, and she wanted to give us a very good deal, and you know, maybe potentially to sell us other things as well, which she succeeded in selling. So I paid, this was about $100, and I paid $65 for it. So like I said, you know, it's not a bad price for a pan like this, because the one that I previously bought was about $120. So to get this for $55 was a great deal. Again, these are my toys. We love kitchen. We love the kitchen items, and you know, one of our the main mission for Rizbans Kitchen is to inspire others to cook and be creative in their kitchens. And these are the tools that we need to be creative and, you know, make unique dishes for us, and then hopefully to share with our guests that order from us, and you know, be it the weekly lunches or the catering orders. So just wanted to kind of throw that out there, and it's kind of like I said, it's a unique video where we're not really advertising food or anything, but just the toys and the tools, which are essential and extremely important in making those delicious food items. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you give us a thumbs up, like the video, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We will try to do and bring you more videos as much as possible, not only just for food but other items as well, like I said, recipes and things. So stay tuned and subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much. And in the end, I will say all of this we ended up getting at Devon Street in Chicago. That's the main street. You go to Chicago, you look up Devon Street, and there's tons and tons of Indian restaurant stores, like I mentioned earlier, where you'll find a lot of Indian, Pakistani items. Okay, so I'll stop now, and thank you so much. Please do subscribe on the link below, and give us a thumbs up. Thank you. Bye-bye.